Hello everyone, welcome to the Captain's Video Blog. We are Tuesday, October the 11th, 2016, and 1 week from today, the 18th. Frank McCourt is apparently set to be the owner of the Olympique de Marseille. That's the rumors, but I guess that, with just 5 days after that remaining before the big clash between Marseille and Paris, it's gonna hurt. It should be big. It's just gonna ramp up the hype because, as much as I want to be hyped for that match, I just can't help to think that we're gonna get eaten because first it's in Paris. Second, our team, just doesn't look great. I mean, they struggled against the eighth of the second Swiss division, and Edinson Cavani has started scoring goals. So it's just a perfect storm of shit, I guess. Anyway, I haven't been able to make the phone call that I'm supposed to make. I've been supposed to make that for about 5 days too. Well, I mean it's more 3 days because on Saturdays and Sundays you don't really have anything able to anybody able to answer your calls at the university because I mean of course they won't be there on weekends. We're not America, god damn it. So yeah, uh, I tomorrow is Wednesday, so I will make my best to not sleep for about 9 or 10 hours. Though I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to not do that because I never really go to sleep tired, and then I wake up at the end of the afternoon. So yeah. Anyway, um, Raw was a lot of hyping gimmick matches, even though all the matches had the same gimmick, and return of old superstars. So what are the hyped gimmick matches? First, the women's title will be defended in a Hell in a Cell. Sasha Banks came out, and she said that she wanted to make history, and so she challenged Charlotte to a Hell in a Cell because Charlotte has a rematch clause. Yeah, Charlotte came out, and she was interrupted in her entrance while on the ramp by Rusev, who said, "I am the main event," and Lana, who said, "Respect my man. You know the truth. You are women who do not know where the place is." And then Rusev said to Charlotte that she was a knockoff Black Swan, not the Queen. That was really funny. And then he got knocked out of the ring by Sasha and Charlotte, leaving everyone a bit perplexed, feeling is Charlotte's face now? Obviously not. Um, and uh, when Rusev came back into the ring, apparently with malicious intent, I don't even know, Roman Reigns, his opponent in a Hell in a Cell 2, came out and yeah, basically said he was there because there was some damsel in distress situation. He did basically the same later in the evening when Charlotte and Rusev had a mixed tag match against Roman Reigns and Sasha because Sasha had the bank statement logged in, and Rusev decided to came through the ropes, maybe he'll hoping to break the hold, which is good. Although would be be a bit weird to have a man stomp on a man huge like Rusev stomp on Sasha Banks. Roman Reigns came and just speared Rusev. Yeah. So yeah, those are two gimmick matches being really hyped, and there was this feeling that it looked weird that the main title in Raw wouldn't be defended in a Hell in a Cell. So in the same breath as he officialized the women's title being defended in Hell in a Cell, general manager Mick Foley, said that Seth Rollins had challenged Kevin Owens in a Hell in a Cell, and that even without Owens' approval, uh, the Hell in a Cell was approved, which is not really cool. That's a lot of double standard because, well, I mean Charlotte is a heel and she's not the champ, so she shouldn't have to approve to go through Hell in a Cell. But Kevin Owens, he's heel and he's the champ, so I guess that he has to approve anyway. No, that doesn't feel right, especially since Seth Rollins has lost two matches now. He's not lost them cleanly, but he's lost them definitely. So yeah, um, it's gonna be Hell in a Cell, three Hell in a Cell matches at Hell in a Cell on October the 31st. Wait, fuck, I knew that it was on October the 31st. Why the fuck did I, feel like I just learned today that it would be 3 weeks from now? I don't know. It's just, what the fuck is my brain doing? Yeah. Better than that, I think that it's not even on the 31st, it's on the 30th. 31st is Monday, but still, for us here in France, 2 a.m. So it's Monday morning. You will end at 5 a.m. It's Monday morning. So yeah. Anyway, and the big return is Goldberg because he was on Sports Center, I think, on last week, and he said, "Yeah, a match that I'm definitely not going to have if I ever return to the WWE. Brock Lesnar. He's a man I'm not going to face because, well, I mean, I won. So what do I have left to prove? I don't know, but really, you shouldn't face him again if it's going to be such a shit show like last time. WrestleMania 20. Oh boy, that was bad. But Paul Heyman, he had some comments to do, and he said, "Yeah, you're gonna be a bitch. What? We'll challenge you. The Beast versus the Myth, the Icon versus Icon, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg." Because, well, Brock Lesnar, all in all, still one down on Goldberg. So yeah, and well, it didn't take that a long time for the challenge to be accepted because Goldberg answered in a tweet in like minutes. Pretty much, making the obvious real. So yeah, that feels really TNA like. There's this joke that WWE, they haven't been able to buy the video library of TNA, but they've been able to buy the TNA writers. I mean, yeah, kind of looked like it. So Emma is coming back with a third gimmick. The first one being bubbly and all, second one being pretty successful actually. That was her gimmick when she returned to NXT, being the femme fatale. I refuse to say the American way. That just sounds so so stupid. That even my pronunciation of the word stupid got suddenly botched. And yeah, so now she's coming back as a top model. Why not? Yeah, sure. I guess she can pull it off. I don't really know. The makeover of Emma into Emelina, something like that. It just sounded weird. Anyway, what else? Uh, I think there's been a talking smack after No Way Out. I feel like I spotted it for the half second before the channel that was broadcasting. I said No Way Out, No Mercy. Channel that broadcasted No Mercy. They usually cover up everything that's not really sure that they can air it in France. So they cover up even the announcements for later shows, which is really fun. uh, you know, you find fun where you can. So yeah, so I need to check it out. I think either after filming that or after after sleeping. We'll see. So Raw proper had, I think, two tag matches. The first was Bo Dallas, who sounds more and more like his brother Bray Wyatt and Curtis Axel teaming up because you cannot outlast the Outcasts. Um, they were first supposed to face Enzo and Cass, but they went through their usual thing at the beginning of every one of their matches, but they got beaten up. That's the word by the club, and I'm happy because the club, they looked like clowns against the New Day. So yeah, it's cool to see them being violent. That's always great, even though a rivalry against Enzo and Cass is probably going to be a little lopsided because Enzo and Cass, they are definitely definitely faces, and they have mic work that is equal. There is equal to known currently in the WWE, and the club, they're just not that much up there with a microphone. I mean, at least when it comes to making promos live. So yeah. Therefore, the 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 social outcasts, or at least what remains of them, they faced Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn, and they lost. So yeah, and well, the other was the mixed tag match. So let's not talk about that anymore. Seth Rollins faced in the main event Chris Jericho in a match that was very good. Jericho dominated for a while. Kevin Owens came out. Apparently, it just didn't turn out well because Seth Rollins won on a roll up. So the stipulation was that if Jericho won, Jericho would be added to the Hell in a Cell, making it a triple threat. But he didn't win, so it was pretty obvious that he wasn't gonna win with that kind of stipulation, because it's just so predictable, I guess. So yeah, Titus O'Neil lost against R-Truth, which is two losses in a row is always cool to boost a new gimmick, a new storyline. The Titus brand, it's just going extra fine. Two losses in a row. Woo, boy. Bailey, the hometown girl, apparently, because San Jose is apparently pretty close to Auckland. She won against Cami Fields, a jobber. Yeah. I mean, at least it's better than the usual thing where the hometown people, the hometown person or the birthday person is going to get beaten the fuck up on their match. Though Bailey did get beaten the fuck up by Dana Brooke in retaliation for last week. So yeah. Braun Strowman also faced jobbers in the Splash Brothers, Stephen and Clay. Thinly veiled reference and maybe parody of Clay Thompson and Steph Curry. So yeah, and then he said he wasn't really happy because that's what you call competition, folly. Bullshit. And that's obviously what I think too. That's not really competition for a guy like Braun Strowman. Yeah. The cruiserweights also had their share of action with in the first match, Lindsay Dorado and Sin Cara winning against Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. I would have liked that if it had gone the other way, I wouldn't have complained because Drew Gulak and Tony Nese are going to be in the Dusty Classic, so it feels weird for them to lose. Yeah, but on the other hand, Sin Cara is just coming into the cruiserweight division. So yeah, why not? Make him coming with a win. Um, the other match was hyped by little backstage thing between TJ Perkins, who is sure that Brian Kendrick can be better than that. You remember when you took me on that trip to go fight, and my N64 broke, and you bought me a new one, which is a lot of bullshit because an N64 doesn't really break unless you treat it like shit. Uh, I'm sorry to tell you that, TJ Perkins, but you probably didn't deserve a Nintendo 64. But apparently TJ Perkins was wrong, because as soon as he turned his back on Brian Kendrick, well, Kendrick tried to attack him, but it failed. So yeah, then TJ Perkins had a match against Aria Daivari, who, despite being from Minnesota, only cuts promos in Persian. Yeah, sure, why not? TJ Perkins won, because this is sure. Still waiting on guys like I don't know, Noam Dar, Jack Gallagher. This would be good, probably. Yeah, and Kofi Kingston. Yeah, Kofi Kingston won against Cesaro while Sheamus was on Facebook Live, and you know the New Day were referencing duos and trios because haha, Full House. Am I right? Yeah, that just feels like Raw doesn't really make their show. They are putting matches one after the other, and they're hoping that the talking or the packages they put before just will make the story go like that, and 3 hours go by. Ooh. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with Smackdown. Yeah. Bye bye.